Hello and welcome to Spanish Basics. In this module, I'll be speaking to you about special verbs and special adjectives. So the topics will be as I just expressed. We'll have some slides on special verbs, and then we'll follow that with a discussion on special adjectives. Now, the usual manner of building sentences in both English and Spanish is we have the subject followed by the verb followed by the object. Now, there are a few verbs in Spanish which have a sentence structure which is different. The first structure is the object followed by the verb followed by the subject. In this case, the subject in English becomes the object in Spanish. The other structure is the subject followed by the object followed by the verb. In this case, the verb in Spanish is last. Now, we'll have examples of both. These are considered special verbs, which have their own conjugation rules. Now, gustar and faltar are two verbs which most commonly use this structure. Gustar means to like, to be pleasing. Faltar means to lack or to need. Now, the verb conjugation for both of these special verbs follows the same rules, and I'll be sharing with you shortly. Now, let's review an example sentence for the verb gustar. Once again, let's take the structure object plus verb plus subject. Now, the subject in English becomes the object in Spanish, and the object in English becomes the subject in Spanish. Let's take the example, I like the car, where I is a subject, like is a verb, car is the object. The Spanish would be me gusta el carro. This literally means the car pleases me. So the car becomes the subject, pleases is the verb, and me is the object. Let's take the other structure, subject plus object plus verb. Once again, I like the car. The Spanish could be el carro me gusta. Once again, this means the same, the car pleases me. Notice that el carro is leading in the sentence, followed by the object me, and then followed by the verb gusta. Now, regarding an incorrect Spanish example, once again, the phrase, I like the car. An incorrect Spanish sentence would be, yo gusto el carro. This would be incorrect and would really confuse your audience. So, if the subject in Spanish is plural, the verb must be plural as well. Let's use the phrase, I like the cars, where cars is plural. The Spanish would be, me gustan los carros. So, gustar will only be conjugated as either gusta or gustan in the present tense, in agreement with a singular or plural subject, respectively. So let's continue on with the example. I like the car, me gusta el carro. Me is actually an indirect object. Here are all the indirect objects. I is me, you is te, he, she, or it is le, we is nos, you is os, they is les. Remember, always write the indirect object before the verb. So some examples of indirect object uses would be, John likes soccer. A Juan le gusta el fútbol. We like sports. Nos gustan los deportes. They like Italian sodas. A ellos les gustan las sodas italianas. Now, to say you like doing something, use gustar plus the infinitive verb. For example, I like to walk. A mí me gusta caminar. We like to sing. Nos gusta cantar. To make a negative sentence with gustar, place no immediately before the indirect object. For example, the affirmative sentence is, I like dogs. Me gustan los perros. The negative sentence would be, I do not like dogs. No me gustan los perros. Now, the rule that gustar is usually used in a third person singular or plural applies to other tenses as well. For example, Michael liked the pen. A Miguel le gustó la pluma. Here the sentence is in the preterite tense. The children liked the movie series. A los niños les gustaban las películas. The imperfect tense. The girls would like to play baseball. A las muchachas les gustaría jugar béisbol. Conditional tense. The students will like to play. A los estudiantes les gustará la obra. Future tense. Now let's take the special verb faltar, which means to lack or to need. Now the conjugation rules are the same for faltar as we just reviewed for gustar. For example, I need a pencil. Me falta un lápiz. Literally, the Spanish means a pencil I lack. I need ties. Me faltan lazos. In Spanish, this means ties I lack. We need singers. Nos faltan cantantes. In Spanish, this is singers we lack. They need books. Les faltan libros. In Spanish, this is books they lack. I needed a dance partner. Me faltaba un compañero de baile. In Spanish, this is a dance partner I lacked. I need to walk. Me falta caminar. Walking I lack. I do not need gasoline. No me falta gasolina. Gasoline I do not need. Now let's switch to special adjectives. There are common adjectives in which their meaning depends on their use with the verb ser or estar. For example, let's take the adjective bueno. When used with the verb ser, it means good in character. When used with the verb estar, it means well in health. The adjective cansado, when used with ser, means boring. When used with estar, means tired. The adjective listo, when used with ser, means clever. When used with estar, means ready. The adjective malo, when used with ser, means bad or wicked in character. When used with estar, it means ill, meaning sick. Now lastly, the adjective vivo, when used with ser, means lively. When used with estar, it means alive. Now at this point, we've reached the end of our module, but I'd like to review with you a refrain or proverb before we go. Más vale dar que recibir. It's more blessed to give than to receive. I want to thank you for watching Spanish Basics. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.